I'm Natasha, and I'm so glad to have you here today. If you've ever felt stuck trying to speak English confidently, or wondered how to improve your speaking skills all by yourself, then this video is for you. Learning how to speak English fluently on your own may seem challenging, but with the right approach, consistent practice, and useful daily routines, it is absolutely possible. Today, we're going to explore powerful methods, engaging practice exercises, and realistic examples that will help you become a more fluent English speaker, all from the comfort of your home. So, make yourself comfortable, and let's start this journey of improving your English speaking skills together. The first thing to understand is that speaking English isn't just about knowing grammar rules or having a big vocabulary. It's about confidence, comfort, and regular use. When you don't live in an English-speaking country or don't have friends to practice with, it can feel like you're stuck. But in reality, there are many strategies you can use alone that are highly effective. One of the best ways is to create an English-speaking environment for yourself, where everything you do throughout the day involves a bit of English. It doesn't mean changing your entire life, but slowly introducing English into your routines. Let's begin with a simple and effective practice. Describing your daily activities out loud. In English, when you wake up in the morning, try speaking out what you're doing. Say things like, I am brushing my teeth now, or I am going to make tea. These small sentences build your fluency because they connect real actions with English words. Over time, your brain becomes quicker in forming English sentences without needing to translate from your native language. Here's an exercise you can try. Tomorrow morning, as you go about your usual routine, speak to yourself in English. Say, Good morning, I feel fresh today. Then, while brushing, say, I am brushing my teeth. The water is cold. I like this toothpaste. When you're getting dressed, say, I'm choosing my blue shirt today. It looks clean and neat. These may seem like simple lines, but they create a strong foundation for spontaneous English thinking. You'll notice that the more you do it, the more natural it becomes. Now let's move on to another method that works wonders. Shadowing. Shadowing is a technique where you listen to native English speech and immediately repeat it, trying to match the tone, rhythm, and pronunciation. You can use any English material you enjoy, news, podcasts, or even YouTube videos. The goal is not to understand every word in the beginning, but to train your mouth and ears to get used to the natural flow of English. Find a short clip. Listen to one sentence, pause it, and repeat that sentence out loud. Do it again and again until it sounds smooth. This exercise can significantly improve your speaking speed, pronunciation, and confidence. Let's say you're watching a video, and the speaker says, I don't really like waking up early in the morning. Pause the video and say, I don't really like waking up early in the morning. Repeat it 3 to 5 times. Then try saying it without listening. I don't really like waking up early in the morning. Focus on the flow, the tone, and how the words connect. Practice like this every day, for at least 10 minutes. You'll notice big changes in just a few weeks. Another powerful way to improve your speaking skills alone is to keep an English-speaking journal. Yes, speaking journal. You don't have to write. Instead, record yourself speaking about your day. Use your phone's voice recorder and talk about your thoughts, your plans, or what happened during the day. For example, you can say, Today was a busy day. I worked for 8 hours. Then I went to the grocery store. I bought some vegetables and fruits. I also watched a movie in the evening. Speaking like this regularly helps you build fluency and notice the areas where you hesitate. Plus, you can play back the recording to hear how you sound and which areas need more practice. A fun way to make this practice more exciting is to pretend you're talking to a friend. Imagine a conversation. You might say, "Hey, how was your day?" "Oh, really? Mine was pretty good. I went to the park, met some friends, and had ice cream." Even if you're alone, practicing imaginary conversations helps your brain adapt to the rhythm of real interaction. It prepares you for actual conversations when the opportunity comes. One of the biggest challenges English learners face is hesitation. That small moment of doubt when your brain knows the word, but your mouth refuses to speak. To reduce this hesitation, you need regular speaking exposure, even if you're speaking to yourself. Try a 5-minute daily monologue where you speak about a topic of your choice. Pick something simple like your favorite food, your childhood memories, or what you did last weekend. Talk out loud about it in English. Don't worry about making mistakes. The goal here is fluency, not perfection. When you practice like this, you train your brain to speak without delay. Let's try an example together. Imagine your topic is your weekend. Start speaking like this. Last weekend, I woke up late on Saturday. I made some pancakes for breakfast. Then I watched a movie with my family. In the afternoon, I went for a walk in the park. The weather was sunny, and I saw many people enjoying their time outside. On Sunday, I cleaned my room and read a few chapters from a book I like. It was a relaxing weekend. Speaking like this every day can make your tongue comfortable with English words and remove your hesitation slowly. Another simple practice trick is to use mirror speaking. Stand in front of a mirror and speak in English as if you're talking to another person. Look at your facial expressions, mouth movements, and body language. This technique helps you develop confidence and natural expression. Speak slowly and clearly. Start with a greeting. "Hi, how are you? I'm doing fine. I wanted to share something with you today." Then go on with your topic. The more you see yourself speaking, the more confident you'll feel. It also helps you become aware of your pronunciation and clarity. Vocabulary plays a major role in improving speaking skills. Without words, we can't form sentences. So every day, make it a habit to learn a few new English words, not just by reading them, but by using them in sentences. Let's say you learn the word delicious. Don't just memorize the meaning, use it. Say, "This pizza is delicious." Then try different variations. "That cake was delicious." Or, "The meal I cooked today turned out really delicious." Use the word in 5 or more ways. This will help your brain absorb it quickly and naturally include it in future conversations. Now let's do a small vocabulary practice together. Imagine you've learned the word bored. Try saying these. "I feel bored when I have nothing to do." "She looked bored during the long meeting." "He gets bored easily when the movie is slow." "We were bored on a rainy day, so we played games." Practicing like this turns new vocabulary into active vocabulary. Words you don't just know, but actually use while speaking. Reading aloud is another method you should include in your routine. Take a short English article, a blog, a story, or even a few pages of a novel, and read it out loud. Focus on pronunciation and tone. If you don't know the meaning of a word, just continue reading for fluency. Later, you can return and check the meanings. Reading aloud improves your speaking rhythm and helps you get comfortable with different sentence structures. You begin to feel how the language flows, and this helps your own speaking become smoother. Let's practice a short paragraph. Read aloud with me. "Learning English takes time and patience. Every day, I try to speak more and improve my fluency. I know I will make mistakes, but that's part of the journey. I feel more confident each time I speak in English. Repeat this paragraph slowly, then again, a little faster. This kind of reading builds both confidence and fluency over time. Another fun way to practice speaking is by asking and answering your own questions. It might feel strange at first, but it's very useful. Ask yourself a question like, "What's your favorite book?" Then answer it aloud. My favorite book is The Alchemist because it inspires me to follow my dreams. Then ask another one. What do you like to do in your free time? Answer. In my free time, I enjoy listening to music and cooking new recipes. Doing this regularly will prepare your brain for real conversations and help you express your thoughts more easily. By now, you've got several strategies that help you practice English speaking by yourself. Daily life narration, shadowing, speaking journals, vocabulary exercises, mirror speaking, reading aloud, and self-questioning. The key to all of them is consistency. Even 10 to 15 minutes of practice each day can lead to noticeable improvement in a few weeks. Don't be afraid of sounding silly or making mistakes. That's how all great speakers begin, by speaking, stumbling, and speaking again. Let's now talk about thinking in English. This is one of the most powerful skills for improving your speaking ability. Many learners struggle because they always translate from their native language into English before speaking. That takes time and creates hesitation. The best way to break this habit is to practice thinking directly in English. Start with simple thoughts. For example, instead of thinking, "I need to go to the market," in your native language, try to say it in English inside your head. I need to go to the market. Do this with everything, your actions, your feelings, and your surroundings. Here's a useful thinking practice. Look around your room right now and describe what you see in English, quietly or in your head. Say things like, "There is a table near the window. The curtains are blue. I see a book on the chair. My phone is on the bed." These short sentences slowly train your brain to think in English without needing translation. Over time, you'll find that forming English sentences becomes automatic. Let's try another one. When you are walking down the street, think to yourself, "I see a dog crossing the road. The sun is shining. The air feels warm. I hear people talking." These small mental sentences are powerful tools. You're training your brain to be in English mode. The more you do this, the faster and more naturally you'll be able to speak when you need to. Another idea is to use mobile apps or voice assistants for practice. Use your phone to ask questions in English. For example, say, "What's the weather today?" or play relaxing music. You don't just practice speaking, you also get used to pronunciation, clarity, and practical English use. You can also record short videos of yourself speaking on a topic, and then watch them. This allows you to notice your progress and correct mistakes. It's like being your own English coach. Try this activity tonight. Record a 1-minute video of yourself talking about your favorite food. Say things like, "My favorite food is biryani. I love the spicy flavor and the aroma of rice. My mother makes it every Sunday. I enjoy it with yogurt and salad. It makes me feel happy." After recording, watch it. Listen to how you sound, and then record again with improvements. This kind of solo practice builds fluency, confidence, and self-awareness. One often overlooked method is using subtitles wisely. When watching an English video, first watch with English subtitles, listen, and read together. Then, watch again without subtitles, and try to repeat what you heard. This sharpens your listening and improves your sentence structure understanding. You'll also learn how native speakers link words, use stress and intonation, and speak naturally. Here's a practical subtitle exercise. Watch a short scene from a movie or a video where someone says, "I can't believe it's already evening. The day went by so fast." First, read the subtitles and repeat the sentence, then watch it again without the subtitles and say it aloud from memory. You can even write it down and try to use it in your own sentence later, like, "I can't believe it's already Sunday. The weekend went by so fast." If you have a favorite book or story, you can read it aloud and then retell the story in your own words. This helps you practice storytelling and speaking fluency. For example, if you read a story about a girl who goes on a trip, you can retell it like this. There was a girl named Emily. She decided to travel to the mountains. She packed her bag, took her camera, and started the journey. Along the way, she met new people, saw beautiful places, and learned a lot about herself. Try to make your version simple and clear. This practice develops both creativity and spoken English skills. Another tip is to set small speaking goals. For example, this week, your goal can be to speak for 5 minutes every day. Next week, increase it to 7 minutes, then 10 minutes. These small steps make a big difference over time. Keep a journal of your progress. Write, "Today, I spoke about my job," or "I practiced describing my morning routine." Tracking your progress motivates you and shows you how much you've grown. Finally, it's important to stay patient and positive. Improving spoken English takes time and daily effort. Some days you may feel stuck, but don't give up. Every sentence you speak, every word you learn, and every minute you practice adds up. Even if no one else hears you, you're building a powerful skill, a skill that will open new doors in your personal and professional life. Your hard work will pay off if you stay consistent and enjoy the process. Let's now dive into one of the most effective techniques to master English speaking: role playing. Even when you are alone, you can act out different situations that you may face in real life. For example, you can pretend you're at a restaurant ordering food. Stand in front of a mirror and say, "Hello, I'd like to order a cheeseburger and a lemonade, please." Then imagine the waiter replying and say your response. "Yes, that's all. Thank you." Acting out these scenarios helps you prepare for real conversations. It gives you the words, expressions, and confidence to speak fluently when the actual moment arrives. Try another scenario. Pretend you are making a phone call to your friend. Say, "Hey, how are you? I was just thinking about our last weekend trip. It was so much fun." Then pause and imagine what your friend says. Reply with, "Yes, I loved the food at that small restaurant. We should go there again sometime." This kind of practice improves your fluency, spontaneity, and listening anticipation. Now let's do a full practice exercise together. Imagine you're at the airport checking in. Say, "Good morning. I have a flight to London at 9 a.m. Pause. Then say, "Yes, here is my passport." Pause again. Say, "I'd like a window seat if possible." By practicing with such realistic role plays daily, you will build your speaking muscles in English. Just like going to the gym builds physical strength, even if you repeat the same dialogues for a week, you will notice that your pronunciation improves, your words come faster, and your confidence increases. Another way to expand your speaking ability is to ask open-ended questions and answer them in detail. For example, don't just ask yourself, "Do you like music?" Instead, ask, "What kind of music do you enjoy, and why?" Then answer fully, "I enjoy classical music because it relaxes my mind and helps me focus. I often listen to piano pieces while studying or working. It makes me feel calm and happy." Detailed answers give your brain the chance to build longer, more natural sentences, which is key for fluent speaking. Here's a practical speaking drill to try tonight. Ask yourself 5 open-ended questions and answer them aloud. For example, what's your dream job and why? Describe your favorite season and what you do during that time. Talk about a childhood memory that makes you smile. What is one habit you want to improve, and how will you do it? Describe a perfect day in your life. Speak for at least 1 minute on each question. You'll be surprised how much you can say and how smoothly your English starts to flow. Now let's talk about motivation. It's natural to feel discouraged sometimes when progress feels slow. But speaking English is a skill, and like every skill, it gets better with time. Set weekly goals. Reward yourself when you achieve them. Maybe this week, your goal is to practice speaking aloud for 10 minutes every day. If you do that, treat yourself to your favorite snack or a relaxing evening. Motivation is a powerful engine. When you celebrate your small wins, you build positive energy that keeps you moving forward. Another excellent motivational strategy is to visualize your future self, speaking English fluently. Imagine being in a job interview or traveling abroad and speaking confidently. Close your eyes for a moment and see yourself in that situation. Imagine your voice is clear, your words are smooth, and you feel relaxed. This mental image creates strong motivation. It's like planting a seed in your mind. With each day of practice, you're watering that seed and helping it grow. You can also join online speaking communities or conversation clubs if possible. Even if you're shy, many platforms offer chat rooms or audio-based practice groups where people like you come together to improve their English. You don't have to speak perfectly. Everyone is learning. It gives you the chance to use what you've practiced on your own in a real interaction. If you're not ready for a group, try finding a speaking partner or even practicing voice messages with someone who's also learning. The experience of hearing and responding to another person helps develop natural dialogue skills. Finally, remember to enjoy the process. English is not just a subject or an exam. It's a living language. It's the way you connect with people, ideas, and cultures. Watch English movies, listen to songs, read stories, and let the language become part of your life. Smile when you speak. Laugh at your mistakes. Be kind to yourself. You're learning, and every step you take brings you closer to fluency. As we come closer to the end of our journey today, let's reflect on how important consistency is in the process of improving your English speaking skills by yourself. The most fluent English speakers you see today did not become fluent overnight. They made a daily habit out of practicing, correcting themselves, and trying again. They talked to themselves when no one was around. They repeated words and sentences over and over again until they felt natural. They read aloud, watched English content, and challenged themselves through daily routines. You can do the same. Whether it's speaking for 5 minutes a day or doing short practice exercises before bedtime, it's those little daily actions that make a big difference. Another important tip is to listen closely. If you want to speak well, you need to listen well. Listen to native speakers as much as possible. Listen to their tone, how they express emotions, and how they connect ideas. Try to copy not just the words, but the style of speaking. It's not about sounding perfect. It's about sounding natural. You might listen to a podcast or a short news video and pause after each sentence to repeat it. Then listen again and try to match the pronunciation and intonation. This level of detailed listening and speaking will accelerate your progress. Let's try a final listening and speaking example before we finish. Imagine you're listening to this sentence. I didn't expect it to rain today, but I brought my umbrella just in case. Pause, then repeat it out loud. Now say it again, a little faster. I didn't expect it to rain today, but I brought my umbrella just in case. Next, try changing it slightly to make it your own. I didn't expect the meeting to last so long, but I had a snack with me just in case. This practice not only improves speaking, but also helps you create variations in your sentences, making your English more flexible and natural. Let's do one final exercise together. You're going to describe your day, from morning to night. In English, start like this. I woke up at 7 in the morning. I checked my phone and then got out of bed. I brushed my teeth and made a cup of tea. After that, I read a few pages of my book before getting dressed. I started my work around 9 o'clock. It was a busy day with lots of emails and meetings. In the afternoon, I took a short break and walked around my house. I had dinner at 8, watched a bit of television, and now I'm here practicing my English. Try to create a similar story each day, even if the activities are similar. The point is to keep using the language again and again. As you continue your learning journey, make sure to keep things fresh and enjoyable. Try singing along to English songs, practicing tongue twisters, or even mimicking movie scenes. Fun makes learning easier. If you enjoy your practice, your brain will want to come back to it again and again. And every time you speak, remind yourself, it's okay to make mistakes. Mistakes are not a sign of failure. They are a sign of progress. The only people who don't make mistakes are those who don't try. You are trying, and that's what matters most. Keep reminding yourself why you want to improve your English speaking. Is it to travel? To get a better job? To study abroad? To make international friends? Whatever your reason, keep it in your mind like a light guiding you forward. Your reason is your power, and every word you speak, every phrase you repeat, every new sentence you create brings you closer to that goal. So here's a quick recap of everything we've practiced today. Speak out your daily actions. Use shadowing and repetition. Practice with mirror speaking. Build your vocabulary actively. Think in English. Record yourself. Read aloud. Role play situations. Answer open-ended questions. And stay motivated. Use whatever works best for you. And mix it with new techniques to keep your learning dynamic and fun. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope these ideas and practical examples have inspired you to take charge of your English speaking journey. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. Practice a little every day, and you'll see amazing results. You're not alone in this. I'll be right here with more videos to help you grow, learn, and speak with confidence. If you enjoyed today's session and found it helpful, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel so you never miss a new lesson. Your support helps us reach more learners like you across the world. Also, feel free to share your favorite tip from today's video in the comments. I'd love to hear what worked best for you. Until next time, keep speaking, keep smiling, and remember, you are doing great. Take care, and I'll see you in the next lesson.